What's up, everybody, man? It's your boys Cam and T back at it again with another episode of the Cam and T podcast, man. I am your co-host, Tony T. Tom West, and we have my brother from another mother, Cam. Happy podcast day, brother. Happy Tuesday. How you doing, man?
Happy Pod Day, man. I'm doing good, bro. I can't complain
Turn
at
this
all,
brightness
man.
down. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
My
about to say you
brightness is
you
going
you about
crazy.
lighter than me. That ain't right.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's better.
That ain't right.
Golly. Yeah, I ain't know what was going on. I'm good now. But yeah, man. If you watching on YouTube, as always, go ahead and like the video. That helps with the viewership on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and repost. We appreciate y'all love and support. We got a good episode for y'all tonight. My bad, Cam. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just noticed how bright I was. I was like, what in the
Yeah.
world?
You good, bro.
But yeah, I'm good now. But yeah, bro. Big episode tonight. We got the Super Bowl week. Obviously, we're gonna jump into the two teams. The game on Sunday, the last football game until what, August, September, something like that. So you know how that is. So we'll jump into that. We're gonna jump into the 11 NFL head coaches that was hired over the last couple of weeks. We'll jump into that, and then we'll jump into the NBA trade deadline, and also as well the All-Star game that's coming up too, and some of the All-Star choices and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we got planned for tonight. So it should be a good episode. Y'all tune in, show love, and yeah, bro, we ready to get into it, man. So Cam, if you ready, we can go ahead and dive right in.
Let's do it.
All
I
right.
always know I'm ready.
So as always, man, we're gonna jump into the football first, man. NFL, the Super Bowl, the biggest game of the year, the last football game of the year until probably meaningful football game, because I don't really count preseason. The last meaningful football game of the year until I guess college football at the end of August. So we got a while. So this is the last meaningful game, and we got a pretty good matchup between the Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I want to give you credit first, and I'll actually let you go first too, because you've been hyping up Seattle since like week 6. Like you've been saying, like, yeah, this team is good, Tony. Like you need to stop sleeping on them. Like they're legitimately good. Lo and behold, they found themselves in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So you've been kind of on them since week 6. So I definitely want to give you your credit. You brought it up to me the other day. I was like, yeah, he's right. He's been on them for a while. Like a while. You was on him. You was on them when everybody was hyping up the Rams. That was around
The Rams, yeah.
the Rams. He was like, "Nah, bro. Seattle is a true team," and you were 100% correct. That defense is amazing. Your former guy from the Ravens, Mike McDonald, leading them on their defense, and their defense is spectacular too, which we'll get into a minute. But yeah, man, I just kind of want to get your take on the game overall. What do you think? What do you kind of want to see? What's your expectations? You know, just kind of give me an overview of what you feel like the Super Bowl gonna be looking like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well first, like I said, man, I saw the three keys to winning a championship in the NFL is you gotta have great defense. We know that for a fact. That's 100%. You gotta have a great defense. You gotta have an elite head coach, and you gotta have a quarterback that can deliver in the clutch, right? Now the thing is, with those three things, we all knew Seattle. We saw that at the beginning of the season. Seattle's defense was going to be a problem, and we thought Mike McDonald was an elite head coach last season. So we knew they had that. It all just fell on Sam Darnold. Now I don't want to jinx my boy. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But he has been delivering this season, and that's why the Seattle Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. You look on the opposite side of things. New England Patriots built the same way. You know what I'm saying? Elite head coach, elite defense, and a quarterback that's been delivering in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good teams had that this year. I feel like the Broncos really had that before Bo Nix went down. I thought that the Rams had that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of good teams out there, but at the end of the day, I'm really not surprised that this is our Super Bowl matchup.
Yeah.
You know, because they've been good like this all season long. Now, I didn't believe in the Patriots earlier in the season. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people didn't because they had an easy schedule. And we felt like that they had, you know, that they were here too early, right? We usually don't see teams that's new to being good. You know, it had been bad for a couple of years, be this good this quick. But I mean, they are, you know, and I think they got a good chance of winning the Super Bowl on Sunday. For a variety of reasons. Again, they got a quarterback that can deliver in the clutch. Defense is playing tremendous. You know what I'm saying? They got really good wide receivers. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on. They got a solid run game, a 2-man game with Stevenson and Henderson. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of good pieces there in New England. And again, Mike Vrabel is a great head coach, and he found himself a home in New England, which is probably we said this. Remember, we said it when he got hired. We was like, we knew this would be his next stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think we kind of compared it to Dabo going to Alabama when we thought that was a possibility. Remember, we thought that was the best kept secret in college football back in the day before the NIL era. But no, this is a great season for the New England Patriots as a whole.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the Seattle Seahawks, again, they have a good chance of winning because they also have a really good run game with Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. They got, obviously, like we mentioned before, an elite defense, and they got Jackson Smith-Nigga and Cooper Kupp. So they rolling, man. I mean, it's gonna be a really good game. I hope it's really close. I hope it's 35-28 or 24-21, whatever. I hope it's a really, really, really good game, man. And I really don't know who's gonna win, bro. I really don't.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be I'm picking Seattle. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I've been picking Seattle. I think Seattle's gonna win this game, and there's a few reasons why I think Seattle's gonna win this game. For one, if you really think about it, Drake May really has not performed that well in the playoffs at all. And this is by far, well, I'm not gonna say by far, because Denver defense is pretty good too. But they played that game in snow, so we do kind of gonna be, and they really, I mean, if Gonzalez doesn't get that pick, do they even score a touchdown in that game? You know, which again, I don't want to knock them too much because that weather was crazy, bro. Like, so I don't want to get on here and be like, oh yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That would have been hard regardless. You feel me? So I don't want to get on here and knock them too much for that. But at the same time, man, I really feel like, you know, when you really think about it, I think that Seattle has been fundamentally sound all season, like all season. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been really good. The NFC West is the best division in football right now. I don't think anybody's questioning that. They had 3 teams that really all could have been Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I just think that they're more war ready, and I keep going back on this. The Patriots ain't played nobody. When you look at their schedule, they ain't played nobody. They played Denver in the worst snowstorm possible. So I'm not like trying to knock them, but I'm just being real. They played Houston in a snowstorm. Them boys from Houston wasn't ready to play in no snow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just still not really believing in the Patriots, but they can prove me wrong on Sunday and win a Super Bowl, and it won't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think they're a really good team, though, still. To go from 4-13 and turn around with 13-4 in your first year is crazy. So you got to give, you know, Vrabel and company credit for that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest, man, and I want to give another guy that I haven't really gave a lot of credit to because he was almost a Carolina Panther. Milton Williams has been really good for them this year, like really good. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just think Seattle's defense. I think somebody in the comments said it. Seattle defense gonna have Drake May in hell, man. He's just a second-year quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong, he's a good one, really good one. Probably second or third in the MVP race, in my personal opinion. But I think they're going to overwhelm him. I think that game's going – it low-key wouldn't surprise me if this game becomes a blowout. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I could see Seattle running away. Not running away with it, but winning this game by like 10-plus points would not surprise me. Like if they win like 38-28, it would not surprise me. If they win 28-17, it would not surprise me because I think Seattle's that good. That secondary is really good. That wide receiving core is really good. I wish Charbonnet wasn't hurt. I wish he hadn't tore his ACL.
I forgot he did tear his ACL, didn't he?
Yeah, because it would be real dirty then. But Kenneth Walker's a really good back too. So, I mean, again, in a way, I cannot believe I'm saying this. If I would have said this 4 years ago, I thought I was an idiot. But the way Sam Darnold's playing right now, man, I kind of got faith in him, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, he's been really good in the playoffs too. On top of that, not just in the season. He's been hooping in the playoffs as well. That Ram game last week, he was amazing. The week before that, he was amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to give Sam Darnold his due, man. And that was when he had an oblique surgery. He still went off on the Niners. So, like, you got to give him credit, man. I think that secondary, the Seattle Seahawks got is really good with Witherspoon, Woolen, all them guys. What's the dude from South Carolina? Warrior or whatever they got.
Yeah.
They all are good. They all are really good players, bro. So, again, man, I think Seattle's winning this game. All due respect for the Patriots and I ain't gonna lie, there's a little bit of this bias, because I'm tired of Boston winning championship. They need to take a break. That city always win championships. I hate that fan base. I hate that city. No. Just take a break from winning. Y'all always win. Let somebody else win for once. That's what I say. But I do think this game could be good because I think they do kind of match up well with each other. But I just think Seattle, I just think it's their year, bro. Like, yeah, to me, they've just been more battle tested. They've been through more. And to me, it just makes sense. I got the Seattle Seahawks winning this game, bro, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I ain't like I said, I can't knock it at all. It can go either way, in my opinion, man. So nothing would surprise me in the Super Bowl. You know, so I'm excited to see it. I hope it's a good one, man. But like you said too, again, I don't want to jinx Seattle, man. That's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm with you. It's like as soon as I start to believe in Darnold, man, you know, because we did it in Carolina, bro. Or I did it in Carolina. I can speak for myself. I did it in Carolina when he started off. Remember, we started off 4-0 with Sam that year, that first year. You know? And then at the end of the second year, when you know that was the Baker Mayfield, PJ Walker year, Sam came back and was hooping for us. You know what I'm saying? This was, to me, that was really the start of this whole resurgence. It really was. He was playing very well that at the end of that season. So then he went to back up in 49ers and you know the rest is history and everything. But I'm scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jinx them because I don't want to be like, oh, I believe in Sam Darnold. And then we come back next week, then threw 4 or 5 picks. You know what I'm saying? 2 more fumbles.
Now, see, this is where if he was gonna screw up, this is where be. You know what I'm saying? But lately he's been showing up in these big games, so I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't need to coddle bro anymore because this is year like 8 or whatever.
No, ain't no coddling him, bro. He done had 2 really successful years back to back. I mean,
it's time out.
The way he's been playing the last 2 years, would you debate if someone say he's a top 15 quarterback right now?
Man, no, bro.
I don't think nobody would debate that right now.
Shoot, well, I'd let y'all even slide on saying top 10.
10, slick.
Yeah, I'd let y'all even slide on that.
Been playing.
Because at the end of the day, he in the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, he in the Super Bowl.
He
definitely ain't getting coddled.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what? I wanted to talk about this too. Let me tell you, a lot of people been talking about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. You know, failing or whatever this season because they, you know, the Chiefs was out and they let the Patriots get in there. I'm gonna tell you the one quarterback that need to be most embarrassed by all of this, and it's Baker Mayfield, bro. That's who need to be most embarrassed.
Explain to me. I'm listening. Explain.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the only other quarterback in the league that had as many chances as Sam Darnold is Baker Mayfield, bro. They was in the same draft class, right? Baker was first overall, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So according to the draft order, he's supposed to be the best out of all of them guys. And he's not. Shoot, at this point, he might be the worst out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, he went to a Carolina situation where he was supposed to come in, he was supposed to relieve Sam Darnold. He did a horrible job of that. Asked for his release, got traded to the Rams, or got picked up by the Rams. Played well for them at the end of the season, ended up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But at the end of the day, he still ain't did nothing there. And he didn't even make it he can't even make it in a bad NFC South. Versus, like you just said, Sam Darnold made it in the best division in football. And destroyed all of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, it's not a one-man game. I'm not trying to say that. But for somebody like Sam to go through everything that he went through, and Sam himself don't even be talking about it because he's just like, bro, that's part of life. That's part of football.
Yeah, but he's handled it really well.
Handled it very well. But Baker over here blaming everybody every step of the way. He blaming somebody else and not looking in the mirror. He should be the most embarrassed out of all of these quarterbacks, in my opinion. They not putting enough heat on him. They talking about Josh too much. They talking about Lamar too much. They need to put more heat on Baker because
Baker started out the first 7 weeks. I thought he was going to be the MVP. Dead ass. That's how good he was playing the first like 5-6 weeks. They were like 5-1 at that time.
Yeah,
like 5-2, 5-1, and then they got caught up by the Panthers. I mean, because they went downhill so bad.
Yep.
So again, man, I'm with you on that. Baker Mayfield, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He just aggravates me. I don't even know.
Hey, I mean, he's still talking about Wilkes and he's still talking about Stefanski, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you're supposed to be looking towards the Super Bowl, man. You in Tampa Bay. You just succeeded Tom Brady, bro. Like you ain't no time for no, oh, I'm about to beat up on the Falcons twice a year, or oh, I can't wait to, I can't wait to get revenge on the Jets, on Wilkes at the Jets. No, man. You can't be doing it no more.
Yeah.
Your eyes should be, I'm coming to win the division. I need to take, because remember, I said it before the season started. I said Tampa Bay got a chance to get the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. And they didn't even make the playoffs, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Injuries, of course. You know what I'm saying? That happens. I get it. But come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's time out for all of that.
I agree. Let's move on to the coaches that have gotten hired. I know we probably talked about a few of them last week or 2 weeks ago when we were on here. I think John Harbaugh had already been announced at that point. Yeah. I just kind of want to read off all 11 names. John Harbaugh going to the Giants. Your guy, Jesse Minter, going to Baltimore Ravens. We got Kevin Stefanski going to the Atlanta Falcons. I think that happened the last time we was on here. Number 4, Robert Saleh going to Tennessee Titans. I think that's recent. After that, we had Clint Kubiak, which was real recent because I didn't even know he had got hired. Because I know they were saying it was between Evero and him. So they went with Clint Kubiak. Las Vegas got him. And then after that, we got Joe Brady, which I thought was actually kind of like a surprise the other day ago when I heard that. But good for him. He gets a chance in Buffalo. And another one that we had hired on was Jeff Hapley. This is the craziest upgrade of life I've ever seen. This boy went from about to get fired at Boston College to head coach of the Miami Dolphins. And within a 2-year span, within a 2-3 year span, it's crazy. But Jeff Hapley, head coach at the Dolphins, that whole organization, just one day we need to have a conversation about the Dolphins. Like, as an organization, they don't do anything that makes sense to me, like, at all. And ain't did it pretty much my whole life I've been alive. I'm about to be 31 next month. Like, they have not did anything that's made sense in my whole entire life. But anyway, we'll get into that another day. Another hiring I just did not like. Mike McCarthy to Pittsburgh. Next. I will get into it. Mike LaFleur, which is the brother of Matt LaFleur, got hired to the Cardinals. I didn't even know that until before we started this podcast, if I can just be transparent. Todd Monken to the Cleveland Browns. And then was that it? Or was there another one?
I think that's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so it was just 10. I don't know why I thought it was 11.
No, it's 11. It is one more out there.
Then who's the other one?
Yeah, it's 11.
It just showed me 10. Maybe I'm missing somebody.
Or maybe you said 11 and just
maybe I did say 11. I thought I said 10. Maybe that was the case.
It was 11 this year, though.
Yeah, it was 11. That's what I thought. But anyway, whatever. We get the point. Again, I want to jump into this, and we can talk about the hirings overall. In my opinion, man, I still don't like that I don't see a lot of diversity, which me and you have talked about this on this pod several times. There is just I think there was one person of color hired, which would have been Robert Saleh to the Tennessee Titans as a head coach. But a lot of this starts from like high school, college ranks. These black guys, just being honest, let's cut the chase. They don't really get a chance at the quarterback coach position, wide receiver coach, and move up the offensive coordinator. Black folks don't get that opportunity. The Rooney Rule is a damn joke. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of in a mood today, but like, the Rooney Rule is a fucking joke, bro. Like, honestly, I hate to cut the cheese like it is. It's a joke. It's just it's almost like a slap in the face, essentially. And it's kind of getting to a point now where it's like, NFL, are you really, really trying to hire black people? I'm gonna answer the question for you. No, they're not. This is just like corporate America. This is just like real life as a black person. Yeah. And I know it's probably white people, Hispanic people, Asian people watching this. I'm just telling you, this is life as a black person. You're first to get fired, last to get hired. That's a fact. So it's kind of getting to a mockery. I'm tired of coming on this podcast talking about the same subject. And I'm not even a coach or trying to be a coach or nothing. But it's getting to a point where black men's intelligence is getting mocked. That's really what this boils down to. They don't think black coaches are smart enough are good enough to be head coach in the NFL. That's what this is telling me. That's what this is telling me right here. What we've been having these same diversity problems for the last forever. So again, it's just kind of frustrating. It's just kind of frustrating. Like, I thought the young man in Detroit, I can't think of his name right now. I thought he could have potentially got an opportunity. Shepard. I thought he could have potentially got an opportunity. Brian Flores, I still don't see how he hasn't had an opportunity. Even people talk crap about him. Evero is highly thought of in the community. He ain't getting no chance nowhere. Again, it's just kind of like, let's take the pretty white boy from Minnesota. That looks nice, and it's kind of the same thing in the NFL. So again, it's just kind of discouraging as a black man to see that. And it's just like, welcome to America, essentially, pretty much. Yeah. But that's all I got on that take. But I did want to at least bring that up. And I know you said you want to talk about that too a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you said it perfectly, man. It's a lot of there's a lot of issues with the way I look at it is it's the pipeline. Like you said,
yep.
They're not given an opportunity. And again, I think a lot of it, I'd be wrong to say that it's not done on purpose, because I think it is in a lot of cases, but in a lot of cases it's not. No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of cases it's, and again, not trying to make no kind of excuse, of course, but a lot of cases, this is this systemic issue. That's what it boils down to. It's systemic. This is where it came from. It started back in the day with, like you said, black people were deemed not intelligent. They didn't allow us to call plays. They didn't allow us to run the defense, to run the offense. They didn't want us to be the wide receiver coach. They wanted us to be the running back coach.
Yeah.
They wanted us to be the linebacker coach. You know what I'm saying? Those positions that where it take the physical, all of that stuff, that's what they wanted. But when it comes to the quarterback position, like you said, it's not many black quarterback coaches in the league. But as you know, the pipeline is quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, head coach. That's typically how it goes. Or wide receiver coach, offensive coordinator, head coach, right? But a lot of times you just don't see that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we the RB coach, we the tight end coach, we these positions, these positions that don't get the chance to promote. And then on top of that, we saw it in Carolina when Tepper said he hired Matt Rule because he reminded him of himself. That's the issue right there. Yeah. The people that's in the hiring rooms, that's in the hiring process, the hiring managers, because you talked about it in corporate America. We talked about this on the phone one time, where the people that are in these rooms and in these interviews, they don't look like us and they don't understand us in the same way that they might understand somebody else, And so, where we try our best to be our authentic selves, it's just not going to work in corporate America. And the same way it don't work in the NFL. You know what I mean? A lot of people just aren't given an opportunity. And when you look at a lot of these coaching trees, you see the lack of black people in those coaching trees, right? And it's tough because it's like that's how people get hired. Like Matt Nagy just got hired as OC for the New York Giants, and it's like, come on, bro, Matt Nagy.
He keeps getting a job.
How is he still getting jobs? Eberflus, when he got fired immediately from the Bears and immediately got a job with the Cowboys, and he was horrible.
Terrible.
Got fired in year one. It's like again. It's a lot. Like you just see, and I'm with Denzel. I want to know that about Byron Leftwich, Denzel and AB. I thought about this yesterday. I had a whole conversation with myself yesterday.
I forgot about him. Yeah,
I had a whole conversation with myself about this. I'm like, Byron Leftwich was the offensive coordinator of the team that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and got fired a year later and ain't in the NFL. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
That's how they do.
I don't understand that part. Like, he don't get another chance at all. Like, he don't get another shot to call plays. But Matt Nagy gets another chance, and he can't even get it done with Patrick Mahomes. Are we serious?
Think about Eric Bieniemy. He's back. He's another one. That probably when the Chiefs was hot, he probably should have got a head coaching job, bro.
Should have, yeah. And the thing about Eric B is that you notice they always try to discredit Eric B. They always try to say, well, he ain't the one calling the plays. He ain't the one. Andy Reid himself got on them interviews and told folks, he said, bruh, he said, Eric Bieniemy is a guy that you all want as head coach. He's like, if we lose him, it's going to be dangerous for us. And as you can see, it was dangerous for them. And they had to bring him back. Come on, man. It's like, it's a lot of people out there, man, that and I'm happy Aaron Glenn is getting a second chance in New York.
Yeah, I thought they were going to one and done him. I'm glad they didn't.
And
I
again,
was definitely concerned.
And again, I believe he will get fired this year because the Jets is just an impossible situation to fix. Yeah. But I want to commend him because he said he came out and was like, man, I want that Jets job. I want to try and fix them. That's what he wanted. That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
And, and again, it's just, I don't know, man. I just look around, like you said, I look at the landscape and the Rooney Rule, bro. Don't even get me started, man. You see how they got that light-skinned boy from the Rams, Nathan Shieldhouse or whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. You notice how every single team was interviewing him, and this is a guy who he's not even the Rams offensive coordinator. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, every team was kind of going after him. Young gun, you know what I'm saying? He probably will be their OC this year because he's probably going to get promoted since Mike LaFleur is the Cardinals head coach now. But everybody was kind of passing him around in the interviews like, man, he gonna satisfy our Rooney Rule requirement, and we gonna get who we really want. Which remember we talked about this last year with the Patriots because they did that. Because I think they brought in Byron Leftwich for an interview, it's like, okay, Byron Leftwich was out the league for 2-3 years at this point. We know exactly what y'all was doing because we all knew at the end of the day y'all wanted Mike Vrabel and he wanted y'all.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is the Rooney Rule is a joke because that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it at all. You don't want to interviewing somebody just because they're black is almost as bad as not interviewing somebody just because they're black.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
You're just trying to fit a rule.
You just because now you being blatant about it. It's like, oh, I'm only interviewing you because you black and I have to.
Correct.
Versus before you wasn't interviewing them at all. But now you only doing it because you feel like you had to. And it's like, oh, I guess I'll interview this one black guy. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here, man. Yeah. We don't want that. The NFL, I think they have like this coaching pipeline initiative that they're trying to do where they're trying to get more coaches of color in there. That's what they need to be doing. But you know who they need to be calling to help with that? Mm-hmm. They need to be calling the guys like a Jim Caldwell. They need to be calling your Mike Tomlins of the world since he's free now. You need to be calling those type of guys, Lovie Smiths.
If Tomlin comes back next year and doesn't get a job, that's how we'll know it's some crap going on.
Yeah.
If Tomlin doesn't get a job next year, I'm definitely gonna know something's up.
Something ain't right.
Because he's probably the best black coach of all time in the NFL. Would you disagree?
Probably all of professional sports.
Right.
Professional sports history, probably.
He's probably the best black professional sports coach of all time. So if he don't get a job, I'm gonna know something next year. So that's that. We'll see what happens. Let's get into these. It is 10 coaches. I thought it was 11. It actually is 10. So I was
10.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Les, you kind of was telling me something off camera. I'll kind of let you explain what you were saying about the coaches.
Yeah.
I'll let you kind of explain it to the crowd.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do, just wanted to get your take. So what we're gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna talk about basically all the head coaches. I'm gonna just ask T. I'm gonna just name them off. T, send me what you looking at actually on Twitter so I can have it on have it near me. But basically he gonna give me 1 or 2 words describing his expectation for these coaches or how he feels about it. You know what I'm saying? Just give me. We're just gonna go rapid fire. 1 or 2 words.
Okay, I just sent it over to you on your phone.
Let's see.
It's a picture that's a little easier to follow.
Yep, I got it. Cool. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna start with New York Giants hiring John Harbaugh. 1 or 2 words. What you think?
Brilliant. I mean, we talked about it last week, 2 weeks ago. Brilliant. That's my
That's
word.
good.
I think it's a great
Yeah.
hire. Culture changer,
Yeah.
brilliant. That would be my words.
Yeah. Mine is match made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Okay, give me we'll go Mike McCarthy with the Steelers.
I was about to say something really mean. I'm just gonna say retread, man. Retread. That's literally the word. Like Mike McCarthy's not a terrible coach, but like, and get ready for 8 wins and maybe making the playoffs, maybe not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're getting ready for. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say retread on him.
yeah. Mine gonna be confusing. Confusing. Because I
It
just don't
almost feels
understand.
like the Steelers kind of ran Tomlin off, and it's like you ran him off to hire Mike McCarthy. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe
I,
I'm wrong. Maybe Tomlin really did say, "Hey, I'm done." It just kind of
yeah.
feels like they kind of like ran him off a little bit because he couldn't get over the hump. And now, yeah, I don't know. They hired Mike McCarthy. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But
No,
who knows?
it don't make sense. I mean, I think it's a bridge hire. That should have been my 2 words actually, bridge hire. So it's basically between Tomlin and a next Tomlin, basically, is
Yeah,
what I think
pretty
is what they're
much.
doing.
But worse, Mike McCarthy's
Yeah.
not even Tomlin, in my
No,
opinion.
I'm saying he's the bridge between Tomlin and whoever the next
Oh yeah,
head coach.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I agree.
yeah. No. Jesse Minter, Ravens.
I think that's a good fit. I'm gonna say good fit is the word I got. I like the hire for y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna go interesting. I
Yeah,
think it's interesting to be to I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Because I think it's a good hire too.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see what the offense is gonna look like. I want to know
Mhm.
what he's because our OC Declan Doyle, he's like 29. He's the same age as Lamar.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Kevin Stefanski, Atlanta Falcons.
I'm gonna say if done right, offensive powerhouse. If
Yeah,
done right, if Stefanski can get back in his bag he used to be in, like in that 2019, 2020 area, with that offense, I'm gonna say potential offensive powerhouse. That's my 3 words.
yeah. Mine is gonna be my 2 words gonna be learn ball, and that's basically to all Atlanta Falcons fans saying it's a bad hire.
Yeah, that's
Learn
crazy.
ball. Robert Saleh, Tennessee.
Toughness. That's one
Mm,
toughness. Like whether you like him or not as a coach, he is going to make Tennessee tougher for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Especially if they like add some defensive linemen in the draft. Like say they go get Bain and add him with Justin Simmons. That's going to be tough up front. So I would say toughness for him.
yeah. I would say my 2 words gonna be exciting future because I
Yeah,
think because
for
they brought
sure.
in Brian Dayball too, so that's
Oh
if
yeah,
he
that is
can
right.
kind of develop Cam Ward like he did a little bit with Josh Allen and like he did with Daniel Jones a little bit. Exciting future for them in Tennessee. And remember, a whole bunch of cap space.
Yeah.
Clint Kubiak, Raiders.
Dude, I'm gonna say second best hire. That's what I'm gonna
Hmm.
say because I tweeted this out like last week. I'm like, bro, why didn't somebody wait until the season ended? Like, just be a little bit more patient and wait on Clint Kubiak. And the Raiders like lucked up with him, and he's gonna have the #1 pick, and he's gonna have Fernando Mendoza, and he's gonna have cap space, and they're probably gonna get draft collateral for Max Crosby. Like, they're setting him up low key for a really decent future. I think
Yeah.
low key, my 2 words would be second best hire, or third, 3 words, I guess. Second best hire
Yeah.
this offseason, in my opinion. I think
Yeah.
Harbaugh is 1. I think he's number 2.
Yeah. I say I'm gonna say great good haul, maybe good haul, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I think that's a good because I'm with you. It's like, why didn't more teams wait? Wait until the
I would
season. I don't
with
understand
what
what the
he's
whole
done with Sam Darnold and all that. I would have waited another year, bro.
well, my whole thing is not even just that. It's like I think you should be quick in firing your coach, but I think you should be patient in hiring the next one.
I
Like
agree.
it's a lot of teams. Like I think obviously with a guy like a John Harbaugh on the market, of course I would think
Yeah.
everybody would try to go after him pretty quick. Stefanski the same way. But some of these teams, it's like, man, you probably could have waited. Like, I think the Ravens waited a pretty good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a good job. They did their due diligence.
Yeah.
But some of these teams, I feel like
Mike
the Dolphins.
You could have waited on that.
Dolphins
definitely.
Dolphins
definitely could have waited on
Matter
that.
Matter of fact, go ahead. Jeff Havley, Miami.
Trash. That's my word. Trash.
Yeah.
We ain't even gotta go no further. I think that's probably the worst hire. Like, I'm not gonna
agree.
That one to me makes no sense.
My
Dolphins, everything they do don't make no sense to me. But yeah, I would say trash, straight up.
WTF, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's what I got for them. I don't understand that at all. That's a horrible hire.
Yeah.
Actually, them my two words. Horrible hire.
Horrible hire. Yeah, same.
Mike LaFleur, Cardinals.
Nepotism.
Hey.
What has he done?
Hey,
nepotism.
True.
What has he done besides his last name? Let's be real, bro. Let's stop the cap. If y'all gonna use these same type of excuses, because he with the Rams, right?
Yeah.
If y'all gonna use these same excuses for Bieniemy and for these other guys, this Mike LaFleur dude he's got the best play caller, not named Andy Reid, in the game. Nepotism is the word I'm gonna use. I don't care. Take it how you want
it. Yeah. That's a good one. I'm surprising, maybe. I go surprising because I didn't even know he was in the mix for any job. I didn't even know he existed.
But this goes
I didn't even know he existed.
This goes back to the black coach conversation. Who would you rather have, Brian Flores or Mike LaFleur? Come on, bro, stop it.
I would have said Brian Flores myself.
That's
He's the highest.
Like, it go back. I didn't even know he was in for any of these coaching jobs.
I didn't either. Like I said, I knew about the their pass game coordinator or run game coordinator, whatever he was, Nathan, the Steelhouse guy, knew about him, or whatever his name is, but didn't know Mike LaFleur was in the mix. Like I said, I didn't even know Matt LaFleur had a brother.
Me either. I found that out today.
Yeah, until he got hired. So I don't know, bro. Surprising for me. Joe Brady, Buffalo Bills.
Prove it. I mean, that's kind of two words for me. It's time to prove it, bro. You've been saying you want a head coaching job. You still been getting hyped up about something that happened back in 2019 with LSU. It's time for you to prove it.
Yep. High expectations. That's what I got. Very high expectations. Because at this point, brother, ain't no starting from scratch. I mean, you've been the OC there for 3 years.
Correct.
Ain't gonna be no, and you've been in the system for 4.
And you got probably the third or second best quarterback in the league.
Right. Ain't gonna be no starting from scratch. Oh, we just building. No, sir.
No.
You was the OC. You've been the play caller. You gotta.
He goes 7-10 this year. He should be canned. Straight up.
Shoot.
First year.
I would take it a step even further. If they don't make the Super Bowl,
made the playoff, can them.
If they don't make the Super Bowl, bro, if they don't make the Super Bowl,
get in the playoffs, I would can Joe Brady straight up. If you doing that to other coaches, can his ass. If you don't get the Buffalo Bills to playoff year 1, can them. I'm serious,
if they don't make the Super Bowl, you got to have a conversation. I'm going there. I'm going
that far. You saying they'll make the Super Bowl, can them?
No, I'm saying have a conversation.
Okay.
Put them on the hot seat is what I'm saying because
I don't know if I can go
but
that far, but if you don't make the playoffs, I'd say can them.
But they just fired a guy that took them to the AFC Championship game.
That is true.
So you got to get because the expectation, because usually when a head coach gets fired, because they can't make it to the playoffs or they can't win a playoff game.
Right.
This is a guy. McDermott was getting you to the AFC Championship game. He got you there twice in 7 years. So Joe Brady, you got to get there. I mean, shoot, you got to get to the AFC Championship game at the very least in year 1. I'm sorry. You got to get there year 1. And I got another head coach I want to talk about just for a split second after this. And actually, this is about to be a perfect segue after this. Todd Monken, Cleveland Browns. What's your
good
2
hire.
words?
I would say good hire for him.
Good hire. You like that one?
Yep.
I'm gonna say. I'm actually gonna say head scratcher. I like Todd Monken, but I'm surprised that that's the decision that they went to. Because it should have been. I thought they was gonna go Jim Schwartz. Actually, that might be my two words, Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
I like Todd Monken. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen what Jim Schwartz was doing in Detroit back when he was a head coach. I mean, he wasn't very good, but come on, man. Like he already had respect of the whole defense and everything. So I'm really surprised by that. But 3 teams in the AFC North have a new head coach. There's one head coach that's been there longer than everybody combined. Zach Taylor. If you don't win the AFC North this year, you need to be fired and excommunicated.
He should have been fired this year. I don't really understand.
Excommunicated from the league if you don't win the AFC North this year.
I don't see how he's able to keep his job. He should never this past year.
If they don't win a division this year, he should never work again in the NFL. Straight up like that.
He definitely shouldn't be a head coach. I do agree there.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Well, I'm telling you. All right. Cool. Anything else you want to talk about in the NFL before we move on?
No, let's go ahead and get into the NBA. I want you to kind of take the wheel there and get into the NBA because we're going to talk about the All-Star game and the trade deadlines and all that. But trade deadline kind of heating up, so I'm going to kind of let you take it over. Hold on. Well, let me say something about the NBA real quick to kick it off. I got to get the Charlotte Hornets some credit right now. They are playing like the best team in the NBA right now. Have you seen what they've been doing like the last month?
Yeah.
In offensive efficiency in the last month, they're number 1. In offensive points per game, I think they're like number 2 or 3. And it was some other offensive like stat, they're like number 1 or 2. The Hornets are playing like one of the best teams, and they're on a 7-game win streak right now, and they're just a game out of being in the play-in. And they play Atlanta, I think, in a few days to kind of like if they beat Atlanta, they'll be in. I just want to give them a quick shout out real quick. I think the Hornets are playing really, really good. And I think they've really found something. I think they've really found something that's working for them. And I think they should keep doing whatever they're doing. So, again, even though I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan, I love to see the city doing good. So I want to give the Hornets some credit. They are playing tremendous, and they are playing like the hottest team in the NBA right now. I don't think there's a team playing hotter than the Hornets right now at this moment.
Good defense, too.
Yeah, good defense.
That's another thing. Their defensive efficiency was sky high in January. So, or I guess sky low in January. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think their coach won like Coach of the Month or something like that from the Eastern Conference this year. I mean this past month. So cool for him.
January. Yeah, they were hot in January. I think. And you know what? And again, I don't want to jinx them either, but I think a lot of times when we see this in teams that have a turnaround in the middle of the season, it's usually sustainable. It usually means that they're actually on the up and up, and it's not a fluke. So a lot of people, because I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh man, we'll never forget the January Hornets. I'm like, they won their first game in February already. So,
right?
Yeah, we can't say, it's just a January thing.
Back and won, like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get the Hornets credit. I think what they're doing, I also want to give them credit. I think they've drafted well, too. I think the LaMelo thing is starting to kind of work out. And I think now, like, he doesn't have to be the end-all, be-all because you got guys like Brandon Miller. You got the white kid. What's his name? Con Knipple. That boy stud. You got players like him. You know what I'm saying? So now LaMelo don't have to be the bread and butter. Yeah, he's probably your one. But any given night, anybody on that team can give you 25, 7, and 10. I mean, honestly, Brandon Miller can do that. Con can do that. LaMelo obviously even beat a woman. Bridges would do it sometimes. I'm just being real. Like I don't like him, but as a person, he put his hands on women, but he'll get you a bucket. You feel me? Like if I can just be real, like. Yeah, Mr. Domestic Violence, he definitely will get you a bucket. I'll give him that. Seriously, I don't like him though. I do not like. I don't like no. I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I don't like no man that put a hands on woman. I've never ever will fool with Miles Bridges like that. But I'm just being real. He will get a bucket though.
No, you're right. 100%. Yeah, it's they got a lot of
and I think they got chemistry too. I think everybody on that team is real. Not selfish. They like whoever gonna get their 25 tonight, go get it. Like
go get it. This same core been together for 3-4 years now, and then they just added Con to it. So it's that's the kicker.
And I don't think it's really crazy to say Con's their second best player already.
No, man. Listen, You remember I said it during the draft process. I was like, bro, somebody gonna get a stud in Con Knipple. Because I saw it.
I was so wrong about Con Knipple, bro. I thought he was just gonna be some decent role white player, but he's proven me wrong already. I'm believing in him. Like, this dude is gonna be a bona fide star in this league. I think the worst this dude is gonna be is like a Tyler Hero. Like, that's the worst.
Man, nah, he's good. So the thing about, because I saw the flashes, because you remember Cooper Flagg went out in the ACC championship, the ACC tournament. When he went down, and I seen how Con Knipple was leading them boys to victory every single game, I was like, oh yeah, somebody, Con Knipple, he's serious, bro. Somebody about to get a star, because he actually, crazy as it sounds, I voted for him to be an all-star this year, bro, because I thought that's how good he's been. He's been really good. He's been really good. Yeah, no, with that being said, man, let's look at this NBA trade deadline real quick before we move on to the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is going on in the comments right here, but basically I don't know what that is, bro. That's funny. But so late last night, man, we got some breaking news. James Harden requested a trade from the Clippers. And I get your take in a second, but I'm blown away, bro. I'm blown away, because if there's another hot team in the NBA, it's the Clippers right now in the West. You know what I'm saying? They were so hot in January. I don't know what's going on, why he's asked for a trade. I think there was rumors that he didn't really ask for one. It's just that the Clippers were already thinking about trading him for Darius Garland or James Harden wanted an extension, and they didn't want to give it to him. Actually, I think that's what it was. I think he asked for some kind of extension or some kind of new contract, and the Clippers said no, which in my opinion is crazy for them to say, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, AB just said it. He wanted an extension, but the Clippers won't give him one. And I'm like, the NBA is different because they got that second apron and stuff like that. So there's more to think about there. But James Harden already one of your best players in franchise history, bro. You might as well let him stay and retire there, bro. Because no matter who you getting, they probably not going to be better than what James Harden is right now, and he's past his prime. So I'm really surprised that it's falling like this, and it says both sides are aligned in the conversations together. So it seemed like it's some kind of mutual decision. Like AB said, he wanted an extension, they just said no. But they agreed to part ways. So I think that's pretty interesting. Other news from the trade deadline, and this is insane to me. We was talking about it earlier in the group chat. So Memphis traded Jaren Jackson Jr. And a bunch of usernames to the Utah Jazz for a bunch of usernames and 3 first-round picks.
I have so many thoughts on this subject, but go ahead.
So I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead, fire off.
What the fuck is Utah Jazz doing? Why is a 15-35 team making a move like this? That's what I'm not getting. Why is a team? Ain't they 15-35? Or am I tripping? I believe they're 15-35 right now. Why are they making a move this?
They're not very good, so it don't matter.
I just want to confirm that record. Yeah, they're 15-35. They're playing right now as we speak, losing. Why is a team that's probably about to be 15-36 in a few hours making a move like this? You just gave up 3 first-round picks for Jaren Jackson, and you're nowhere near winning. I don't get it. Like, this is one of the most confusing and mind-boggling trades I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Because, and I don't want to disrespect Jaren Jackson, but Jaren Jackson is not a superstar. He's barely a star, honestly, if I'm going to be transparent. He's not somebody that you give up all that assets for, and you're a bad team. If this was a team that we just need one more player to get over the hump, it would make a little more sense. You know what I'm saying? If it was like a Miami Heat, for example, we just need an extra star to get us over the hump. Somebody like that, it's just one player away, essentially, or one piece away from being title contenders.
Or
the Utah Jazz are nowhere near that.
The Lakers,
something like that. The Utah Jazz are nowhere near that. This trade makes absolutely no sense to me. When I seen this trade at work earlier today, I was like, are they serious? Like, this is one of the most mind-boggling trades I've ever seen in my life, bro, because it just doesn't make sense. It makes sense for Memphis, right? Because we know they're getting ready to go into a rebuild. I'm pretty sure Ja Morant's going to be getting traded out, if not in a couple of days, definitely in the offseason. So it makes sense for them to clear house. Let's just start brand new, flat over. But for Utah to make a win now move when you're 15 and 35, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I agree, man. I mean, to me, it's a nothing burger of a trade.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because, like, Jaren Jackson, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year player. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good.
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah.
But again,
he's starting this league for sure.
But again, it's. I mean, I have an issue because he don't rebound. That's my biggest issue with him. He don't rebound, and it's like, how you a big and you don't rebound?
Correct.
And on top of that, it's like, okay, Utah. So your key players right now is Jaren Jackson Jr., Lauri Markkanen, Keontae George, and Walker Kessler. And Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey will be, I guess, the other guy, right?
Yeah.
So that's your core. I'm just like, what do you think that's gonna do for you? Like how what's that gonna
on Twitter? That's a 33 or 36 win team that's gonna be fighting for a play-in spot. Do you disagree with that?
Yeah, because I don't even think they that good in the West.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't really understand why they did that move. The move just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It just doesn't.
And maybe I don't know ball. Maybe they know the lineups and the fits and everything like that. But that's a pretty, I don't know, man. That's a lot of, I feel like that's a lot of third tier players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Keontae George is in the mix for most improved player. So maybe he's ascending at a rate that they see and a lot of people haven't quite seen yet. Now he is very much improved. Like he should be in the mix for most improved. But again, is he MVP level? Is he the best player on the team type deal? You know what I'm saying? Is he one of the best players in the league type deal? We haven't seen it yet. Ace Bailey, we ain't seen really much of nothing from him this year, right? Not yet. Lauri Markkanen, we kind of know what he is at this point, right? He'll get you smooth 25 and whatever, right? Walker Kessler, pretty good center. But again, it's a team that, I mean, Utah, they're just not that good. Right. You know, like none of these players are really that good. Like they're good, but they ain't I don't know if they winning no championship. Like I don't know if any of them stand alone as an all-star. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Now on the flip side of things, Memphis, I think you got 7 first-round picks for Desmond Bane.
7 first-round picks in the next 13 rounds of the draft.
No. They got 13 in the next 7 years, but they got 7
in the next 7. Yeah, I flipped it. Yeah,
they got 7 alone from Bane and Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is that's a masterclass right there. Mm-hmm. Because again, we just said Jaren Jackson Jr., he's good, but he ain't that good. No. You know what I'm saying? Desmond Bane is good, but he ain't that good.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're good players, great players even, but they ain't no, I mean, you would think you giving up 5 first-round picks, 3 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. Right. You know what I'm saying? For LeBron James or Luka Doncic. Right. You know? Luka and Trey got traded for 1
first-round pick.
Combined, you know? It's like, come on, man. So again, at the end of the day, man, I don't understand the move for Utah, but I guess it makes sense to an extent. Like it will make their team better. So I guess that's fine. But 3 first-round picks is crazy. But in the end of the day, 2 of them are next year, and then one of the other ones like in the 2030s. So it's gonna be a while before it even makes sense, before it even matters. Yeah. Another trade that happened earlier today, 3-team deal, Chicago, Minnesota, and Detroit. Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley are with the Bulls. Kevin Huerter, former Hawk, and Dario Saric, former Nugget, are at the Pistons. And I think Minnesota just got a pick swap out of it. What's your thoughts?
What was the reason for that move? Because I like Jaden Ivey with Detroit. I didn't really understand that move.
I don't think
Jalen
he's been
Williams.
playing much. He hadn't
Okay.
really. He's been hurt. I think. I
Okay.
guess that's the. And I think the
So it's
Bulls. So because and we'll talk about another trade that they made here in a second. But the Bulls are trying to get rid of Kobe White.
Kobe White. I seen that.
So I think they want to guard. Back. They want a better backcourt. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
But and to me that's a nothing burger of a trade right there. Like I don't think none
Yeah,
of those players.
yeah, it is.
I don't think that's meaning anything for nobody really. I'll say now the Bulls. Now I think this trade. Now AJ, shout out to AJ. Now he said this one was a nothing burger. I feel like this trade is a little bit bigger. But the Bulls and the Celtics basically swapped Vucevic and Anthony Simons. So
Yeah.
what was your thoughts on that one?
I seen that right before we came on here. I think that's a good move, man. I think the Celtics have actually kind of like stand their ground without Tatum for the most part this year, which has actually been pretty impressive by Jaylen Brown and company. But they've been kind of able to still be like competitive and like actually in the playoff race. So I think it's a big move for them. You said what?
I think they're the number 2 seed in the East.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been really competitive. So I think it's a good move for them, especially to add another big body after losing like KP last year and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Robert Williams the years before that and stuff like that. So I think it's a good move for them to get a big guy. I think they're in kind of like a win now type of situation. Yeah. So I think this makes a little more sense in my opinion. So I like it. I like the move.
Me too. I thought it was a good move. I just feel like you getting, like you said, you getting a big body down low, which is huge. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can score. You know what I mean? Now I thought Anthony Simons was having a good season with them, but I think at the same time too, I think we always knew he was trade bait because I think it was a contract year. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So him going to the Bulls, this could be good for him because, like we said, Kobe White might be on the move. So
they're gonna have money because they're not really paying anybody.
Yeah.
So they'll have money if he wants to, stay there, of course.
Right. So you got a Simons and Ivy backcourt, I guess. I can't really even think of somebody else that's on the squad right now, but I mean they got again, it could be a good move for them. I don't think it's gonna mean anything for them, their chances this year. Mm-hmm. But overall, I think it's a good move for the Celtics. Like I don't think that's bad at all. So I think that's it as far as the trade deadline goes. Just I wanted to get your thoughts on James Harden. The Cavaliers is the team that they're looking at.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? It would be
kind of James Harden trying to do whatever he wants per usual. Like I'm kind of sick of this hip and pony dance he does every 2 years. Where it's like, oh, yep, I'm tired of this team. Let me force my way out. Like, it's just kind of annoying at this point. You're like dang near 40, brother. Like, and even though he is still playing pretty well for his age, to be quite frankly honest. But again, you asking for more money. You're like, how old is James Harden now? Like 36, 37? He's up there.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's up there in age. So, I mean, again, bro, I get it. Get your bag. But, like, I'm kind of getting tired of this hip and pony show with him. I heard something about there's a potential chance of LeBron, Giannis, and James Harden ending up in Cleveland. I don't know how that's feasible. I know they were talking about it, and then I think they were saying something about Giannis might go to Minnesota. That's getting rumored a lot too right now. So I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's heating up. I think so James Harden, it'll be for Darius Garland, and then it'll be probably a pick in there or something like that. Nothing too crazy, but pretty much James for Garland straight up, basically.
Yeah. Which I don't think is a bad deal because Garland's extremely young and you can start kind of building around him all around,
I think it's a head scratcher a little bit for the Clippers, in my opinion. Because I said,
get young.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get younger, you're not gonna get better though.
No, they're not getting. Oh no, this ain't about getting better. They're gonna be terrible for a while. Like they need to completely tear it down and rebuild. Like they need to get rid of Kawhi. I would be getting rid of. I would be cleaning the house if I was the Clippers. That's just me. And I know they just built that new stadium out there in Inglewood, but like I would be clearing house.
Yeah, I just think I just think it don't really make sense because I don't know, maybe I'm a short term kind of guy, but I'm looking at you want to maximize your chance to win a title, right? You're having a good season this year. You're finally bouncing back. You have a chance to make the playoffs, not even just a play-in. You have a chance to even get into the playoffs now.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like you got your experience is finally showing. Of course, if everybody stays healthy, this is Kawhi Leonard's best season ever. You know what I'm saying? He's averaging career highs in a lot. He's leading the league in steals. He's 50, 40, 90. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's been tremendous this year. And it's like James Harden has been good as he always is, right? And it's like blowing that up for Darius Garland, somebody who can't even stay healthy on the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
You know, because that's my whole thing. It's like he can't stay. He hasn't been healthy the last couple of years. And on top of that, his peak isn't as good as what James Harden is right now. So it's like, do you still think do they still think he's developing and ascending? Because I don't think he is at this point, Garland. You know, so that's why it's a head scratcher for me. But as far as the Cavaliers go, I'm like, okay, now you might be cooking a little something because you got a James Harden, somebody who's really consistent and again, you know, knock on wood for his health, but somebody who's typically healthy paired next to a Donovan Mitchell. Now this year, again, probably, you know, you could win it this year. You really could because you have a good chance in the East at least to make it. But then on top of that, now you add the potential of next season getting LeBron James in free agency added to a James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. You know what I'm saying? You got a 5 right there, you know, and they saying you'll be under the second apron. So I don't know, man. I think it's a good move for the Cavaliers because they're trying to win the championship now. The Clippers, I just don't know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. Like I said, Darius Garland, to me, he's not a piece that you're going to build around, like build a championship roster around. I don't think so. He might be a player that you can help sell tickets for the new stadium, like you said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, man, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm sleeping on how good Garland is, but I think he's really good.
I understand where you're coming from. I get it. Last thing before we end it for tonight. Do you think Giannis gets traded in the next couple of days? Do you think Ja gets traded in the next couple of days? Just give me 30-second response on that. And where do you kind of think they both might end up?
Giannis, yes. Ja, who cares? Right. You know, Giannis, yes. I end up.
So you think it's happening in the next? Because I think the deadline's Thursday.
Yeah,
so
I think he's going
to next 2 days.
I think it's either Warriors, Heat, or Timberwolves for Giannis. For Ja, it don't even matter because I don't think he's that. Yeah,
he's washed now at this point. I hate to say it. It's crazy to say that about a kid that's like 25, but he just seems washed at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I kind of agree with you though. That's kind of the teams I think that are in the mix too, as well. Really good episode as always. Good one. We appreciate y'all love and support. Y'all were super active in the comment section. Now we had 178 people in here at one point. So y'all did a really good job, man. Definitely good in the comment section. Again, appreciate y'all's love and support as always. Cam, did you want to say something before we end out for the night?
Nah, man. Appreciate y'all again. Shout out to y'all. Always showing love. We appreciate it, man. For real.
Absolutely, man. Well, all right, y'all. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good time at Super Bowl. Enjoy y'all's time. Enjoy y'all's week. Stay safe. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next week.